for Navaratri and Vijayadashmi. We celebrate Navaratri with arranging dolls, Golu, Bommai, Bombay in steps elaborately, especially in South India. And also with pride, we invite friends and relatives to come and see the collection of the dolls, which keeps increasing every year, that collection. Many of the dolls are also passed on to further generations as a tradition and also to keep up the memory, isn't it? Why is this tradition there of arranging the Golu and worshipping it for all the 10 days? What is the purpose of playing this joyful ritual every year? What can be the reason? If we think, not only at homes, even in temples, they are arranged with different scenes, dolls. So there must be some philosophical reason and essence in it. So when we think, arranging Golu, inviting people, and together joyfully worship, do the puja to those Golu, is a very practical, demonstrative way of guiding oneself and also the whole community. We recreate many of the situations which we come across in life through dolls. And also we create various scenes with dolls which also triggers the thoughts, memory, emotions which we would have gone through in our life through those dolls. So, in a way, we are recreating our likes and dislikes, also sorrow and happy, aim of our life, and the path we follow to achieve that aim of life through dolls, through Golu every year. So it is a reminder, a guide for us to understand and imbibe the eternal reality, keeping these Golus. That whole life is nothing but a put-up show, temporary exhibition like these dolls which are kept, prayed, worshipped for 10 days. The whole cosmos, the whole manifestation is going through this cycle again and again. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Tirodhana, Anugraha. So, Srishti, we buy the dolls or we prepare the dolls. We create, we mount it freshly on the previous day of the beginning of Navaratri. That is Srishti. And then for 10 days we take care of it, we worship it, we show reverence to all the dolls, which is Sthiti. And then we dismantle the steps and the dolls are taken out, which is Laya. Laya means annihilation or dismantle, and then we pack it back in the box or in the trunk. Carefully we preserve it in a box, hidden. That is Tirodhana. That Tirodhana is when, after the Laya, the whole universe is preserved in a seed form, hidden as a seed. Tirodhana. And the next year, again, we bring back the dolls and again we mount it. That is Anugraha. The universe also, cyclically, it is brought back to start Srishti, Sthiti, Laya and so on. So this keeps happening every year. So keeping this doll every year is teaching us how the cycle of the whole manifestation is going on and on and on. And we do keeping the Golu, arranging the Golu with so much of joy. We anticipate for that. In the same way, we should be able to look forward for leading the life, knowing the plan of life as Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Tirodhana, Anugraha. It keeps going on. So let me go with the flow of life that these dolls teach us. And then arranging the Golus, keeping the Golu also teaches us how to lead our life in Sakshi Bhava. That is in witness mode. For example, on one of the steps, there is one fat man with smile sitting in front of the groceries. Under the board, Superfood Store. So he is the manager or the shopkeeper who is taking care of selling all the groceries. When I see them, that scene as dolls, I feel so happy. I will see it with a smile on my face. Instead of that, if my mind becomes one with that shopkeeper or manager, my mind will start thinking about all the hardships, the responsibility and loss and profit, taking care of the customers, ups and downs in my business. Everything puts me into stress, anxiety. And there is another scene on the same way. There is a lady with a smile is sitting in front of all different kinds of sweets. Under the board, Amma's Sweet Mart. If I look at that as dolls, my face will be smiling with joy. If I become that woman, lady, naturally the mind will start thinking about the sweat, hardship Will I be able to sell all these sweets before it gets destroyed? Again, I become anxious. See, if I am taking my life itself as a put up temporary show, exhibition, I will be treating every situation, every incident of my life in a very different way with a witness mode. I will be able to handle the situation, whether it is happy or sorrowful. I will be able to handle it with stable mind in witness mode. So it also gives me the knowledge that just like these dolls are there for 10 days and it is not permanent, in the same way, I will realize each and every action is taking place and it is vanishing. And then another thing, when we keep repeatedly seeing the scenes or the dolls all the 10 days with gratitude, reverence, worshipful mind, it keeps sending the message in a very different level altogether. Because with awareness, gratitude, when we are contemplatively seeing those dolls, we realize the whole universe, the life is nothing but a drama, a nataka. So that is also another guidance for us. And lastly, if one observes the trend of collections a person does every year, it keeps changing because according to the maturity, development in the spiritual awakening, the taste towards selecting the dolls will also change. In the very beginning, with high spirit, one will start collecting any beautiful doll in their collection box. As they grow, they will come up with some kind of themes, different scenes representing the village life or a market. As we grow, our mind would go towards collecting the images, the dolls of all deities, different deities, and then further making the scenes of those deities. Themes will be regarding those deities. And still, as we grow, become awakened, our collection would start aiming towards collecting gurus, acharyas, rishis, and even panchabhutas, trying to create scenes connected with 5 elements. And finally, we also understand and we come to terms by accepting the fact the reality that after all are dolls made of the same material, but they are of different sizes, colors, shapes, names, forms, but everything is one and the same. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Everything is just one thing. And even further, the world I am living in is also the same as these dolls in its value. It is recycling again and again. Then where is the end for it? Because the dolls are temporary, fragile, and it is put up exhibition. Same as the universe as well as the individuals. So, Nanati Baduku Natakamu. And also, Nanuru Vilayattu Bommaya. And also, Bombeyatavayya, Idu Bombeyatavayya. Ni Sutradhari, Na Patradhari. And thus we are all playing the Nataka, the drama, in different ways, in different intensities. And when we take it as drama, put up show, exhibition, the life, the world will be filled with smile and joy. So, life and world are colorful, but we should understand that it is temporary and illusory, like the thick clouds and different cloud formations in the blue sky. So, this is the understanding which I got when I saw so many different display of Golu during Navaratri. Shubharatri.